everybody. Bart at High Tech Motorsport, Elk River, Minnesota. Beautiful downtown Elk River, Minnesota. It's not that beautiful. And we got a 95 Mustang here with a Pro Charger on it and a mass airflow that should support 2,500 horsepower on a stock 302. So it's working really good. Casey's having a good time trying to tune it. Just give you the rundown here. So we got the fancy filter right here that sucks in hot air. We got pretty brackets right there. We got head unit. This bends right here all the time. These things spin. All set up, ready to go. MSD. We got 30% battery life. We're getting with it now. There's the owner again that put this all together. Waved everybody. And there we go. All right, Casey's going to try to get the master. He's got it set up so it'll idle. And then he's going to come back. We're going to get this thing up and rolling, make a couple pulls. We're expecting 500.
That'd be great.
We're expecting 400.
Let's shoot for in between 4 and 5.
All right, we're trying to get 450 wheel to make this work. We will keep you guys up. Just another crazy Mustang day here at High Tech. I'm going to try this Mustang. Casey just chopped a bunch of fuel out of it or went the other way. I'm not sure what. There you go. Air fuel on the right. Tack in the middle, speed left, and then the numbers for the temperature and the pressure in the cell and all that good stuff. And I don't know, it's all just kind of fun stuff there. There he goes. Gonna jump on this little bad boy. Makes all kinds of noise. Watch the air fuel, everybody. Should be down around 12 over the 1, 11.8 if he's got it right. A little bit lean. Watch the clear behind Dyno. I'll probably whack it once to see if it splits parts everywhere. Come on. You can do it. Here we go. Oh, he's pretty close. That was good. Oh, stop. All right, first pull. 374 at the wheels for horsepower, and torque is, I don't know, 3 something, 330. I don't know. What the hell is that number? Air feels really good. At the top it leans out. I think it made about the same. 324, 324, 324. I don't know. 3 1/4 horse so far at the wheels. That's about 400 crank. Is it a stick or an automatic? All right, so still about 400 at the crank. 20% off. We'll do the math here. Casey's going to adjust and we'll do it again. Casey's back doing his stuff on the old discombobulator Diablo Revolution chip thing. What do you in now? Get the mass airflow transfer function again?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, he's got a mass airflow table again. That's his favorite table. We're changing the Mustang around now. Got a little bit of fuel up above 4750 because it was drifting lean. Now he's in doing spark curve, right?
Yeah.
Little spark advance. This is really old archaic stuff here for all of you guys that have a Commodore 64 computer. This is kind of the same stuff.
Yes. Will not run on anything other than old Windows.
Old Windows. Windows 1.
Darn near.
There we go. There it goes. It's doing its thing. See? Little chip beep. It's going to beep. And there we go. We're back in action. Casey goes off to plug the thing in, make another pull, and try to get out of here before 6 o'clock. Come on, Casey. It's been a long, rainy day here at High Tech Motorsport. I appreciate all the calls from everybody. I keep passing them on to Corey. I want you to know it's Corey's fault, not mine, that he doesn't call people back. So I just threw him under the bus. But thanks for all the calls. All right, there we go. All fired up again. So should have the air fuel straightened out. I think he added a degree or 2 of spark down on the thing to try to get it to perk up a little bit. Probably gunning for 400 wheel, which is 500 crank. It's a stock block at about 500 crank. They have a tendency to want to, they kind of break in half. It's cool when it's somebody else's stuff. Not so cool when it's your own. It's always a lot of fun. Maybe we'll get a great YouTube video here. There we go. Once again. Pro Charger bypass valve. There's that going down the street too. torque, the wheels, 366 torque. AFR is good. We're almost at a goal of 400 and the block hasn't snapped in half, so we're awesome. Remember, Casey's the guy. It's like Portugal the man. This is Casey the guy. I always thought that was a goofy name for a group, that dude singing in falsetto.
Yeah.
I thought it was a woman.
I did too.
I'm like, had the wife looked that up. I'm like, look up that woman that sings that song. And she's like, it's a guy. I'm like, no, it's not. Don't pull my, you know. She's like, no, it's a guy. She shows me a picture. It's a freaking guy. Anyway, there we go. There's the next run. So now we're going to take a couple seconds. He's double checking all of his work and he's going to pop back out. Maybe add one more degree of spark, trying to see if we can make that elusive 400 horse thing and go from there. So here we are again, Casey's. We're looking over his shoulder like a parrot. There we go, right there. He's on the mass airflow table again. Going to add just a little bit of fuel at part throttle because it was a little lean at 16.5 to 1. Remember, this guy's got this monster meter that's good for 2,500 horsepower. So we're expecting big things next year, like an F2R or F2 25R, whatever it might be.
Go show them the wagon wheel that's on that blower.
I saw it. It's huge.
Yeah.
It's ridiculously big. All you gotta do is change that down from a 5.7 to a 3.2. We'll probably pick up like 20 pounds of boost, and
It's pretty conservative.
we get a really cool YouTube video when the
For
thing
that
blows
big
its
of a
guts
block,
up.
I think conservative's probably good.
Yeah, no, it's
All right, so we're doing another tune. That's what the dyno is good for. Just run after run after run.
Mark, I'm pretty happy.
sure.
It'll work.
We'll twist her out to maybe 62 this time.
No, it's
We'll see
falling
how it
off
looks.
at the end.
Well, is it falling off or was I pulling out? Who knows?
There you go. Chip comes out. Casey runs for the border. And there he goes. All right. All these changes, spark, fuel, that's all this is good for. We're not in the highway at 150 miles an hour and then try to explain to the officer why you just ran over 3 families in a minivan. That's what the dyno's good for, guys. You notice that in between the runs it gets quicker and quicker as he makes fewer and fewer adjustments. That's how it's supposed to go. Look at the idle now, it's at 13.6. Yeah, not too bad. A little rich, but oh, there it goes, back and forth. Okay, we're good. Close loop. This is an automatic car. He's gonna look at the part throttle cruise before he goes to wide open. That's the green. There it goes. Nope. Did not like that. Actually lost horsepower, 376. Could be getting a little bit warm. Air fuel looks pretty good. Got a little bit lifts the top. I don't know if we changed any timing in or not, but it is getting warmer. This is not intercooled, right? It is intercooled. All right, for all you kids at home, intercoolers, aftercoolers, whatever, don't buy that cheap crap that doesn't have an intercooler, aftercooler. You give up a whole bunch of power, and it's a pain in the ass to tune. So always buy an intercooler, aftercooler. There's your lesson for the day. All right? Uh-oh. Fire up. There we go. Motor sounds a little shaky. We're gonna have to go check this out. All right, so we're back, High Tech Motorsport Elk River. We're working on this 95 Mustang with a Pro Charger on it, and as usual with a Pro Charger with all the shit that goes wrong. It may have blown a tube off. You could tell by the sound. If you could hear it at the end, it would come like Casey's underneath now looking for all the tubes. See if it blew a tube off. If it didn't blow a tube off, then it wounded the motor. Not bad, just wounded. So we'll take a look. We're going to check this out. Glad you guys got a chance to hear this. If we want you to hear how a motor sounds when it's not running correctly, because that way if you go to buy a car and it sounds the same way, you can go, hey, motor sounds shitty. Bart says so. All right? All right, I know about the sound effects are not great, but that's the best I got for around here. All right. We're ready to be back. Okay, Bart at High Tech Motorsport. It's 6:15 in the evening. going to show you on that dyno, this little baby Mustang with a supercharger either hurt a piston or a wire or a spark plug or something like that. You could hear it if you go back in the video where it goes thump, 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 thump when it comes down to idle. You can see it on the dyno. If you look way in the top right, where all of a sudden it drops a hole at 5,900 RPM, the red line goes into a misfire. So our day here is done. We appreciate you tuning in. This guy will have to fix his car and come on back. Anyway, have a good night, everybody.